Hey, sneak peekers, welcome back to the podcast. Today I am with Kate and Allie, and I'm Sydney, and we're going to talk everything about the Emmys, give our little recap, our little style squad. So let's get into it. Allie, I see you left me a little note at the very top, so I think we can just get that out of the way.
Yeah, I did because we were coming for our guy Jason Sudeikis in the Golden Globes episode, but we still love him. We just thought he was maybe saving his good look for the Emmys, and he did. I had faith in him.
I think he heard my podcast
Yeah.
where I
Yeah,
said,
he heard what you said and he was like,
yeah,
he was like, I can't do that again.
Made Sydney so mad.
aim for the purple t-shirt. I'll say it. But I like the white jacket. I liked it.
He looked good.
So,
He looked dapper, and I was
Good.
proud of him. Yeah.
so I think for me, that was definitely something I had to quickly talk about, get that out of the way because key
We're
moment.
clearing the air on our Jason Sudeikis.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
The update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I think we can first start off with is what were some big celebrity moments? Anything that really caught your guys' eye?
I'll start.
You're like, I got this.
I'll start just because I love them both so much. And it's award season. I love award season. Okay.
Me too.
I
I live for it.
literally, I don't care. But I've been watching, all the awards as much as I can. And
Yeah.
so I love seeing the little feud that Kieran and Pedro were putting on. when we know from, was it the Golden Globes where he was just like, suck it, Pedro, when he won.
Yes,
When
it
Kieran
was
said
so
that, I
funny.
love Kieran Culkin to death. I love him
No.
to death. And so when Pedro like spinned it and was like, oh, you want to know why my arm hurts? Oh, Kieran slapped the crap out of me. Yeah. Love that.
I loved going off of that Kiernan in his speech when he's asked his wife for more kids.
That was so cute.
That was just so him and so perfect, and you could have asked for a better acceptance speech. I loved it.
No, what was
I'm-
cracking me up so much was like, I think because I've been watching all the awards too, and Kieran's just like raking up the awards, I think he just goes up there and just starts talking. Like, I don't think he prepares a speech at all.
He's
He
so
just
real for that. And he's
Yeah.
so real for that.
He's so real for that. It's like when you like aren't ready for a presentation and you kind of kill it anyways, Like that's
Yeah.
the vibe it gives, and I love it.
Literally not too much on Kieran Culkin. I love him.
Give me more.
And I also liked that, like, oh, I'm sorry, his manager, like apparently has been keeping his name in the like he said like thank you to my manager for keeping me in the conversation for like 23 years or something. Like that was such a cute moment.
I love the Culkins. They're always relevant. The Culkins, yeah.
Get it
Yes.
done. Where you
One of
go?
them married to London Tipton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
Rory
Iconic.
Culkin. Oh, don't get me started with Rory Culkin. But anyways, that was one of my favorite moments. What about y'all?
I loved seeing Christina Applegate there.
Yeah.
She was just radiating such like joy. It was just like such a great moment to see her up there and just see her. Like everyone was just so like happy to see her. And I loved her like little snarkiness, like, don't clap for everything I do. Like it was just so her. And she was so funny. And I always love seeing her. So it was a great moment for me.
I loved that moment too. I think I wrote down like when we were making our notes that like she just seemed so confident and like proud to be there. So, and I loved her in Dead to Me, which I think it had like its last season last year. I don't remember if it was nominated at the Emmys or not. But so it was just good to see her and that she's doing, relatively well and stuff. So I really was happy when she was there because I had no clue she was going to walk out until it happened.
Me either.
Yeah.
Either. So it was a really nice surprise too.
Yes. Okay, one thing I was upset about is the Daisy Jones and the 6 snubs. Like,
Girl, Golden Globe.
it's just rude. It's rude and it seems personal at this moment. Like,
Yeah. They don't know about our segment. They don't know. They don't know that we the girls
They don't
feel
know.
like it was personal to us too.
They don't know how much that hurt. What were you gonna say, Sydney?
I did love all the cast moments we got though. Riley
Yes.
walking the carpet with Priscilla
That was shocking. Yeah.
Shocking to say the least.
Yes. It's like all over. Like that's like the main photo on like Cosmopolitan's articles and stuff. Like it was the moment.
It really was. And I mean, they looked great together. I mean, we'll get that
Hmm.
into that drink style squad, but that was a great moment to see.
It
And
really was. I was so happy to see them together. I mean, regardless of wherever they stand, that's not us to know, but it was just nice
Yeah.
seeing them together. They both looked beautiful again. Yeah, we'll talk more about it in Style Squad, but it was very wholesome. I love them both. Beautiful women,
The
talented.
the Camilla Marone and Suki Waterhouse reunion. I think I sent the picture to y'all when they like reunited on the carpet was so adorable. Like I love their friendship so much. And Karen and Camilla, favorite characters. Like I was so happy to see them together. But I am very upset that it didn't get at least one award. Like I wish it could have, but it was
me,
up against some
they
big
made an
shows.
album. They made an
Yes.
album.
This is so
Oh,
off topic, but I also I don't know if it's confirmed. My source is literally TikTok, but I keep seeing that apparently someone in the like associated with the show, I don't know who it was, said that Six was gonna go on tour, like Daisy Jones and the Six, but because of the strikes, I don't know if it was like particularly the actors or writer strike, it had to get canceled. And that haunts me if that's true.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. And like I even
Yeah.
saw like Reese comment with that with what like her
I did
account.
see this on
Yeah, and she was
one
like,
of the girls' accounts. Yeah.
yes, yes, like I wish I could see something like that. Like she
Yeah,
commented
which
like saying
yeah.
like we need this live. And I'm just like,
Yes, like
yes,
insinuating there was going to be a tour. Oh my God.
yeah.
It makes me so sad that we don't like that didn't happen, but whatever. I'll get over it in like 10 years or something.
Something I really liked how they played with the format this year, going back and like doing a reunion of so many shows. What were your guys' thoughts on that? What were maybe your favorite reunions? What are we thinking?
I Okay, I think trying to remember the ones I liked. I wasn't expecting the community like mini reunion. I liked that one. That was super cute. I'm such a big fan of that one. And then a lot of the shows that were having reunions, I've only seen like a couple episodes from. But even though I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, I feel like I only watch it like clips on TikTok. I was so happy to see Katherine Heigl was there when they like walked out. I thought that was so cool. And she looked great, like her outfit. So I think that's the one that stood out to me a lot. What about you guys?
I was also gonna say Community and The Sopranos. Like, and just
Oh,
in general, just them tying it into the show, like saying like, "Oh my God, we're here!" Like it was just like it's so cute, and even like they had like little sets set up for them that like correlated with the show and stuff, and it was yeah. Community and Sopranos were my favorite. It was really cute.
yeah.
My favorite was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey doing
Oh,
the update.
yes, I forgot about that one. That was amazing.
I did too. That was
Good.
good.
Oh my God,
That
that was
was
a good
good.
one.
So
In my
creative.
head, I was putting that with like a whole different category. That was a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
That was the reunion I needed and I wanted, and I feel complete. So I never have to
Yes.
watch Emmys again. That's a
Weekend
lot.
Update's like one of my
But
favorite things about SNL too. So that was so amazing. And I liked the little, I don't remember what Amy Poehler said, but Tina Fey like kind of went on to her side and she was like, what's wrong with that? When she made a joke about like movies getting adapted to being a musical, like clearly Tina
Yes.
Fey doing Mean Girls. I thought that was really cute, especially since Mean Girls is out now.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that was okay, that one was the best.
go.
Yeah, I loved that one.
No, and going off of that now, obviously they were introducing the awards. What were some of your guys' favorite wins? Anyone you think got snubbed outside of Daisy Jones? But what were some of like your top awards?
Elton John.
Oh
Oh,
yes, he's an EGOT.
yay! I'm so excited for him. That was really that was so cute. I had seen it live too. Like, well, not live. Oh my God, I wasn't there, but like the
What?
the the presentation on TV. It was really like good to see. And I know like there had also been talks about Billy being the next one.
Yeah, we
So
talked
Where
about
we're
lots of
that one.
talented people.
Yes. And Billy being so young and like almost there. Cindy, I can't remember. Did you say she's one away
She
or
is.
two? Yeah,
The Tony.
Yeah, she
that's
went.
insane. Can you, she's like, I think she's like my age. Like she's like 22.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't remember what the age was, but I'm pretty sure the
It was
youngest.
38, I think.
Yes,
Yes,
I think it was
Yeah.
38.
where
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
she could very well be in her 20s, which is
That's
and
crazy. I feel like she's already working on it. We'll be hearing about it pretty soon.
and
But
she last year did that whole musical theater number. It was one of the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I
oh yeah.
Yes.
sent her toes into it, and we're gonna see something come of it. So I'm excited. And
She's
also
cooking.
the Barbie song.
Yeah.
And I think musical theater, we're getting there.
I think I did hear that like they want to adapt Barbie for Broadway so that I
Yeah,
could see
right?
that. Going back, I do think someone who I wish didn't get snubbed was I loved The Last of Us on HBO. So I wish I had gotten something, and I was really rooting for Pedro to get an Emmy from it. But like Kieran Culkin really deserved it too. And I think, it was well deserved since Succession, it was his last season and stuff. But here's hoping next time they're in the Emmys circulation, they'll be getting one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite shows from this past year. I think, man, it's just so hard. Like you said, like even with Daisy Jones, like it was just a really competitive like
Was
season, like award
Yeah.
season. Like I don't like I was just rooting for so many people and it was really hard.
It's
And I think
hard.
maybe what helped Succession a little bit more is just that it was like their series finale
It-
and it was some of their most emotional and impactful and like crazy like performances.
and it
But
was
yeah,
the final
I
show.
loved The Last of Us too.
Yeah, it was so good. Speaking of The Last of Us, I don't know if you guys saw that there was like some of the celebrity drama from an award show the night before at the Governor's Awards or whatever it was called, where um Bella Ramsey was, just reading off the teleprompter,
Oh,
and they
yes,
said the joke that was written on the teleprompter about Ariana DeBose singing, and Ariana DeBose did not find it funny,
it
and
was
like
not funny.
posted on it. Yeah, and then they made up though, literally the day later. Like there's pictures of Bella Ramsey and Ariana DeBose hugging it out, being super kind to each other. So that was good that they are good now, because I
Yeah,
would
you
feel
can,
terrible being Bella Ramsey, like you were just reading the joke, you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
And I think she knew that because you can even
Yeah.
see in Bella, like they looked very uncomfortable, like reading the
Yes.
joke. Like
Yeah.
I'm so sick of like those like putting down jokes. Like it's
I
not
know. We
cute.
talked about that on the Golden Globes. Like we were like, how do some of these jokes make it, And then of course you really can't blame Bella Ramsey, I think, because
Yeah,
they're just reading
they
and
were
then
just reading.
yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad that was a cute moment. I'd like to point out them hugging it out was a sweet moment.
Yeah.
Um, also the memorial segment, with Charlie Puth singing absolutely broke me. I'm sending my therapy bill to them because that was criminal. Um, but it was also so beautiful. Like, I want to make that clear. But
every time Charlie Puth does it, it's so
yeah,
good.
it's
Every
so good. I saw like a different TikTok joking, like, do you think when this award season comes around, Charlie Puth just knows he's going to get the call because of his song? Like he's like ready. Yeah. But
Yeah, he's ready.
yeah.
It's the call. Not even
Yeah.
a text.
He's
I'm
already
only
there.
one call away.
Hey,
That
that's
was
good.
perfect. But I had seen like going back to that when Matthew Perry passed away, it was all over TikTok. Charlie Puth was, I think, performing in like Melbourne or something, and he did it's the song's called See You Again, right? I always want to say When I
Yeah.
See You. Yeah, okay. So when he sang See You Again, he went into like a little medley and did a really sad version of I'll Be There For You. So when I was watching the Emmys, I was like, oh my God, they have Charlie Puth. They're gonna do it. And so I was so scared. I was like, I know they're doing it. Like that's the reason he's here. And when that happened, oh my gosh, I was like a puddle of tears. Like for real. I was like not okay. Yeah, and so many celebrities have passed away that I didn't even
No,
realize. Yeah.
no, definitely.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Like I had heard and seen on TikTok like him doing that tribute in his
Mhm.
concert for Matthew, but I was not expecting it. And I don't know if that's a lot more like or like you expecting it, me not expecting it. Either way, it was very emotional and it was very sweet and miss him a lot. Definitely my favorite. He was favorite of so many people. Also, I think the passing of oh man, actually I forgot his name, which I
Oh,
guess
Andre Bauer from Brooklyn
no,
Nine-Nine. Okay.
I was gonna mention or Jasmine like from
Oh, yes.
Count-
Devin Jones.
What's his name? I just thought
Ooh.
because I think she was there. I don't know, but it just made me think like
Oh.
because she was, she had just lost her dad, so I was just thinking about her because, all throughout social media, like she was very expressive about how much she misses him, and I just really put myself in her shoes, and I was like, oh, this little tribute in his picture. He's
Yeah,
a
no.
very like well-known actor. I just forgot his name.
Oh,
Oops.
no, you're so good. There,
Yeah.
it was an emotional one this time. As I
Yeah.
think, yeah, the mixture of, just the sadness of the people dying, but also Charlie Puth singing such emotional songs and then making the theme song so emotional. I was like, man, this one's sad, really sad. But it was a great tribute. And then
Yeah.
I had seen so many like false rumors. Like I think even Anthony Anderson was talking about that the Friends cast was gonna be there. Did y'all see those?
I
I actually didn't.
No, you didn't? Okay, I kept seeing them like on TikTok and then on like online, like from like I don't remember the magazines, but pretty reputable places. And it was like, oh, like the Friends cast is going to be there. And it made sense because everyone else was doing their reuniting things. But I was like, that one's too soon if the Friends cast is
Yeah.
coming out, you know? But so I think it's probably for the better for our emotional state that they weren't there. But
Yeah.
yeah. But other than that, like, I think it's safe to say the Bear, Succession, and Beef like swept up the whole award
great,
show.
great.
Yeah.
I
They
love
left with six, the Bear Succession with 6 awards, right? And then,
Yeah.
or yeah, and then B5. I don't, something like that. They
Yeah,
swept,
yeah, no,
swept.
Beef couldn't get a second apiece. Like the minute they sat down, they were right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one I was really excited to see was Quinta Brunson when she won for Best Comedy Actress. And I saw a source that said she was the first Black woman to do so. And I loved how like emotional she got that it was Carol Burnett like
That
presenting
was cool.
her. Like that was so cute. I also like loved her like quote from her speech saying, "I'm so happy to be able to live my dream. I just love comedy so much." I was like, that is such a sweet quote and just shows like why everyone is at the Emmys. And I just thought it was so cool to see her win and like have the success that she has. Because she is truly so comedic and it's so great to see like that she appreciates the art that she gets to practice. And so it was really cool to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was awesome. Oh, you go, Kate.
Oh, I was just, no, I was just gonna say like aside whatever like whatever people's opinions are about award season, like I try and put myself like all of us like as film students, like we understand what goes into wanting to make these type of projects and also recognizing the work that goes into it. So like besides like, oh, awards, whatever, wins and losses, it's just like that's what it's about, like seeing people like get to do what they've always wanted to do and like recognizing that. So I
Yeah.
think that's like the perfect example of like why I admire awards and just like continue like having hope for like all of us making it. It's so nice to see and wholesome. Like she deserved that and like she put herself out there and worked so hard to be there. So yes.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. Like Quinta is just like you can tell she's so proud of the work she's doing. And Abbott is like one of the most successful sitcoms on TV right now, I think. Like the fact that it's like being picked up for 20 episodes, when we're in the time of only 10 episodes for shows, was a big deal. And I love
Yeah.
Abbott Elementary. So when she won, I was just so happy. Um, Another one that I think was really fun for the speeches, like you were talking about, Sydney, was her name's Niecy Nash, I think, the woman who was in the Dahmer show. And then she was I know her best from like Never Have I Ever. She was the therapist.
Yeah.
But when she won, um her speech was so fun, and it kind of reminded me of Barbie when the girl accepts her Nobel Prize because she's like, I want to thank myself because I worked
Yes.
hard, which is like so refreshing to hear, you know, to,
perfect.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the reason it made me think of Barbie is because the girl wins her Nobel Prize and she's like, well, I worked really hard, so I deserve this.
Yeah,
And yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So I loved that part of her speech was honestly just so iconic, so cute, and refreshing to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going off on such a great note, I think this is a great time to transition into Style Squad if you guys are ready. Should we do some
Yes.
action? Okay, well, if you've seen the Golden Globes podcast, you know we like to get the negativity out of the way here first. So I'll just ask both of y'all. Allie, who
Okay.
were your least faves?
Okay. This is by no means any hate to the actual
Gotta
celebrity.
put a
Yeah.
disclaimer out.
Yeah. And I am fully making my critiques while I'm in like an old sweatshirt. So I know I'm not the most qualified. But anyway, I think Jessica Chastain, she looked absolutely beautiful and I love her, but the color of her dress was kind of hurting my eyes. I have really sensitive eyes. So I think I didn't love that one. And then, okay, this one might be actually just because they annoy me. um, Courtney and Travis making out on the carpet. I was like, why? And they were dressed in like the same outfit, like black suit, black sunglasses. I was like, it's giving Men in Black. Yeah. Yeah.
Most
But yeah, I'd say those two were maybe my least favorite looks. Like I didn't even hate Jessica Chastain's look. Like I loved the dress and I thought she looked great. It was just the color was throwing me off for the dress. Like the super
yeah.
bright green.
No, I
Um,
have to agree with that.
yeah.
Kate, who are some of your least favorites?
This yeah, also I'll give the same disclaimer. We were talking earlier, me and Allie are both in Old Navy basics,
Yeah, I'm in
t-shirts
my
and
clear
sweatshirts.
sweater, we're all
Uh
together on that.
yeah, it's all Old Navy outlet 50% off section, like
Yeah.
and we love these people are so talented and beautiful. So that's the disclaimer, the same disclaimer. I'm gonna say, and I loved her looks and all the other award shows, but I'm gonna say Ali Wong's dress. I just, I personally don't like that type of neckline and cut. It's like a mesh that kind of then has like a cut with like a solid color or a pattern. Like I don't like that I don't know how to describe it. Like mesh, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
It
it's
kind of
like the
comes to the
mesh line.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like it like if it was like like if it wasn't mesh, I think the cut is fine, but I think when you see like I just don't like the mesh cut
If it
neckline.
had
I didn't
matched
really
her
like
skin
that one's
tone, I think it could have,
yeah.
because sometimes they do it where it's more subtle and then
Yeah,
you really
yeah,
notice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've seen like, with other um like outfits, like different patterns like coming together in prints. But I think with hers, they were just too drastic, like foundation colors. So like the top is like just like black and white, and then the bottom is like blue, and it has like I don't know. They're very different, distinct patterns, and then also very bold colors. That I don't think they go very well together. But she's beautiful,
You
and
look
I
great.
do like that her glasses do match the dress, and she's been doing that for the other award shows. She's had different frames, just as Sid, you put in the notes, Pedro Pascal was doing with his arm,
Yes,
was
yup.
matching it with outfits. I loved that.
I love the attention to detail with those little things.
Yeah, but yeah.
Some of my least favorites, I must say. Obviously, I went off about her. Quinta Brunson, I love her. You know I love her. And I love this dress. That is what the hard part is, that this
Yeah.
dress is so pretty. This is like the perfect color on her. The shape, the color, everything was so perfect to me about this dress. And I thought it suited her so well. Why was it wrinkled? I wasn't wrinkled. It was so wrinkled. I don't know what
I
happened.
I was wondering the same thing. I was like,
I don't
was it
know.
meant to look like that?
Right?
Because if it was, I don't think it was the right fabric to pull it off.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if we should have gone to the award show wrinkle. Just as Jason Sudeikis did not have worn the purple t-shirt, I wouldn't have gone in a wrinkled dress. But
Now
that
Quinta's gonna hear this and have to step it up, Sydney. This is your effect.
Sid,
I
Sid, come on, you know they listen. You know they listen to
You
our
know they hear
podcast.
this. Yeah.
so for me, I don't know. It just threw the outfit off for me, which sucks because I loved it. It was so cute.
Yeah.
The other one that was not working for me was Abby Elliott, another woman I love, but the collar, it was looking like the bottom of my bra wire, and it just wasn't working for me. I don't know. Like I have like one issue with like all of these outfits, and like that's the issue. I was just like I couldn't get over it. So every time I looked at her, I was like, dang girl, like what are we doing
That's
here?
really funny.
No, it's good. That was good.
I was not even thinking that. I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting.
I'm sorry, that was my first thought, and
And
it
we're
was
being
that
brutal
makes
this
me
week.
I'm wrong
I
for
said
that.
I
Yeah.
said they look like the Men in Black, and you said it looks like the underwear.
The underwire of my bra.
But it does. And then
That's perfect.
I said it last time, and I've said it again. The men wearing plain back suits. Stop it.
Yeah.
I
Be like Pedro. At least try to show us you're trying. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson with the embroidery Slade.
Oh, yes. Yeah. There
Don't-
was another guy who looked pretty good, but I can't remember his name. If I find the picture, I'll send it and we can insert it. But yeah, there was some guys who were stepping it up. Was Jeremy Allen White in all white for this one? That one looked cool.
White.
Yeah.
It might have been all white. I
Or
can't
the
remember.
top was white.
Either
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Yeah.
8. So all I'm asking for is just a little variety. You don't have to go crazy. But
Yeah.
give it a little something, something.
Or even when Pedro does his arm sling matching
Huh.
the suit, like I think the one from a couple nights ago at whatever thing he was at, it was like the same velour thing that the rest of his suit was. The sling like matched even to the fabric. So like at least we know he tried, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to move on to our favorite looks of the night? Because we had quite a few, I know.
Allie, you got it.
Okay. I was seeing a trend as I was putting mine together. I was loving the red dress looks of the night. My first one was Camilla Morone. Was snubbed for Best Supporting Actress, but dare I say she was the best dressed. Okay. She looked so pretty. The dress kind of reminded me of when Jennifer Lawrence wore, like in the Hunger Games era, to some premiere or some award show. She wore a red dress very similar to Camilla Morone. So, like, I liked that it was the same style. It reminded me of that dress, which I loved. It just looked like it was literally made for her. And then my second favorite of the night was Suki Waterhouse. I I think I like actually like giggled when I saw this one because it was just so adorable. I had seen like what it looked like on the model, and the model was of course not pregnant and wearing it, you know, just to have the cutout look. But I think it was so clever of her to pick that because it was like she's proudly showing off her baby belly, and the little bow at the belly was so adorable. And then yeah, then when she and Camilla reunited, their red dresses together looked so perfect. Like I'll show the little picture in this. And then I never know how to pronounce her last name, but Megan Faye, is that how you say it? From White Lotus. And then I knew her from the Bold Type years ago. Yes, did you watch that? Oh my God. I was obsessed with that show. Like I wanted to be Kat from that show, being like working, you know, at their Cosmo place doing the social media. I loved that. But anyway, Sutton, I loved Sutton. So I've been a big supporter of Megan Faye since those days. So I love that she's getting her recognition. But her dress was so pretty. It was more of a darker red. And it reminded me of the Pretty Woman dress that Julia Roberts wears when they go to the opera. It's kind of similar to that one to me. And then my last ones are Selena Gomez. She looked so pretty. I feel like because I know when we did the Golden Globes episode, some of us weren't the biggest fan of that dress. So I feel like this was major redemption. She looked so cool, so sleek. I loved the details that like the dress was kind of see-through, but like not, you know? And then it was giving me the vibe of her Hotel Transylvania character, Mavis or whatever.
Yes.
And I
Yes,
kind of loved it. Yeah. And then
totally.
yeah. And then my other one was Issa Rae. I think I really loved this one just because she was like glowing. The color looked so pretty on her. And the dress is like the super flowy 70s looking one. Like it reminded me of this one Riley Keough wears in the final episode of Daisy Jones and the Six when
Yeah.
they're performing. It looks a lot like that. And she just looked so like radiant in it. And then I put this other one as a joke. We
No,
should
no, it's good.
thank you.
I
Thank
like
you. I think she looked good. Like I actually like the dress. But what I like more is the meme that was circulating about the dress. um Aubrey Plaza wore like this dress that looked or had like a safety pin going through it or like
Yeah.
a thumbtack going through it. And so then people started saying like, oh, it kind of looks like a sticky note on a bulletin board. And so I don't know if y'all watch Sex in the City, but it's like the post-it note that Carrie writes to somebody and it says, I'm sorry, I can't, don't hate me. Angelina actually posted it on her story, like thinking it was real, and I thought it was real. And it looks just like it, like the same handwriting and stuff. So I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
homage to Carrie Bradshaw, and then it was fake. But I really wish it was real.
It was really good.
Yeah, but she looked really great. Yellow is a great color on her. But yeah, anybody else want to go?
Kate?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go. My I'll start with Sarah Snook. She obviously like congrats to her finishing Succession and winning, and she won in style. I love the red on her. The
Yeah.
red theme. It just looks
So
so
great.
like elegant and so good on everybody, I think. I personally
Mine was
think.
popping off. Like it looks so
Yeah.
good on everyone. I think that's why it's so many of our favorites.
I yeah.
Yeah.
They all look so good. I was when I was like looking at the photos, I saw that she like tended to wear a lot of like muted and like darker colors on carpets. And the only other time that I could remember her wearing red was during the AACTA awards. Um, but just seeing her, obviously wear this type of dress. Oh, this like the form of this dress was a lot more flattering on her as opposed to that other red one that she wore. It was like a lot more boxy. But this one, she just looks so like she's so girl boss. Like she's giving Shiv Roy in style. Like she looks so beautiful. I loved this dress. It was one of my favorites. But I think the next one that I really did like also is Dominique Fishback's dress. It was like this rhinestone, like light blue Cinderella dress, which
Yeah.
I loved Swarm so much. I don't know if y'all seen Swarm, but I think they should have won a lot more than they did too.
They got kind of snubbed because I remember people really enjoyed that show.
So good. She was
Need to
so
watch.
good in it. Yeah, I think blue just looks also really good on her. I was also again looking at her past red carpet looks, and she tended to wear a lot, from what I could see, a lot more warmer colors. So it's like good on the eye to see her in like this like blue and like cooler colors. Um, I did see like on the warmer side she wore, or sorry, on the cooler side she wore like a vibrant neon green dress for the premiere Swarm. That also looked really good on her. So I think she looks really good in cooler colors. Just saying. Like I thought she looked so pretty. Like it looks so good on her. I don't know if y'all agree.
Oh, it looks so pretty. And I like that you compared it to Cinderella because it kind of looks like the Cinderella dress in the Whitney Houston adaptation
Yes.
of the Cinderella
Oh my
movie.
God,
Yeah.
yes. I
It
totally
looks
forgot.
very similar, which I'm obsessed with. So I'm a big fan. And I think I like that people are committing to going like colorful again, because
Right?
some,
We're back
yeah.
to the color.
Yes, because for so long it was like black and white dresses and that was it. And I'm glad we got the color going.
Yeah. And then lastly, Jenna Ortega. Also, this is one by far one of my favorites. I mean, it could be because I'm biased, and she just looks so pretty in absolutely everything. is oh, she's so cute. But this dress, it's a lot similar to what she usually wears, which is also like a lot of muted, darker colors. This isn't a very dark dress, but it's a muted dress, and the pops of color that are along this dress, like the purples and greens, are just so pretty with the embroidery that's going on. And I like how it like matches like her accessories, like the heels and the necklace. And like I think she had some earrings too. She just looks so great. And it's like I think a dress that like I would love to wear, just saying. But she just looks so cute. She's so cute. I love the texture in this dress.
It looks so cute. And I think
Yeah,
it's like a nice contrast to what she usually wears. Cause correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we usually do see her in like darker colors.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
this one was floral, right? So
Yeah.
like I
Yes,
liked kind of the
yeah.
girly, colorful, yet still kind of muted floral look she was doing. It was like super different for her.
Yeah, and
No,
I think also just with the textures, I think a lot of with the colors, like they're a lot more flat and sleek. But this you can like, there's like movement in the dress. Like even there's like some ridges to the dress. Like it looks like the what are they called underneath the skirts? A
Oh, like
dress.
the bone?
Yes, like you can
Yeah.
kind of see it. And then some of the embroidered flowers kind of like fall off the ends of the dress. Like it's really pretty. Like there's a lot going on the dress.
I
No,
love
it's
how
so
the details kind of make it look like a garden wall. Like,
Yes.
put in where the vines are going up. I think it was very much giving that, and I think it worked really well. Like, it looks stunning. And yeah, I was happy to see her play with kind of something new.
Yeah.
I love it even more after you said it looks like a garden wall. That's so cute.
Right?
I was
Yes.
freaking out over here.
That was
So good.
good.
Well, some of my favorites. I am so happy the Yellow Jackets queens were all there. They all look stunning. It was so hard to pick a favorite, but I think I have to go with Samantha Hanratty. She was stunning. Her glam was so great. I loved how she did her hair. But what I really loved was her dress. I think the color, it was very like muted, light blush tone, but I think it worked on her so well. It really made her pop. And I love the lace. She gave like a little skirt twirl when she was on the carpet, and it revealed even more lace underneath. And I just thought the layering of this dress and the neckline with the curved top, everything was just so beautiful. And it's so different from anything we get to see in Yellow Jackets because, well, they are in the wilderness and they are a soft, so they're often wearing soccer clothes. But I think overall, I really did love like seeing this kind of look on her, and I thought it was so good. And I love seeing Yellow Jackets get its recognition because I love the show and I need season 3 like right now. So kind of going to the men's side of things, I must say, normally I would say leave your sportswear at home. Jerseys have no place on the carpet. But Nick Mohammed wearing the Richmond AFC jersey for the final season, I think that was the way to do it. So sweet. Obviously, Ted Lasso's done. We're not going to see more from this cast, but it was such an iconic and important show to so many people, especially during the pandemic. So I thought this was such a cool way to pay homage to his character, especially since his character Nate just got back on the team like in the 3rd season after he went through his own like identity crisis on the team. So
Yeah.
it was really nice to see him like pay homage to that. And so I really appreciated that. Um, my favorite duo was Riley Keough and Priscilla Presley, as I already said. But I loved Priscilla's outfit. Beautiful, gorgeous. It was a little simple for me, but her glam and her hair, I think the dress really made it pop. So I did really appreciate it. But what I really appreciated was Riley Keough's outfit. Her dress was super modern, I found, but also added like the perfect 70s and boho twist that I think she does so well. She did the exact same thing at the Golden Globes. She was in my top looks there. And yeah, I think she always does that great. I love the layering that she always does, and her collar was just perfect. And I love the hint of white underneath the mesh with the diamond cinching in the waist. I mean, she just did it again, and the pair
Really
together
pretty.
looked gorgeous. So it was super fun to see that. But yeah, and then I always have to bring up my queen. I feel like my list is like literally not even different than when we did the Golden Globes, but They
You're
stuck
loyal.
time, so I can't not bring them up. Hannah Waddingham. She was beautiful. The aqua
Beautiful.
looks so good on her. I loved the collar. The halter top really showed off her arms, and I think she just looks so stunning and powerful and confident. I think this year has really been the year of mermaid dresses. I've seen a lot of mermaid dresses making their comeback, and I think this is my favorite one I've seen so far. I love how she added a train to it too of tulle. And then the detailing, similar to Jenna Ortega, as you pointed out, Kate, the detailing on this with the little pearls was so perfect, and just it gave the dress like a really nice shape because it kind of followed her up. And yeah, I could go on and on about this, but this one knocked it out of the park for me. I think Hannah Waddingham was one of my favorite dresses of the night and one of my favorite looks.
She
So
kind of looks like Tinkerbell.
yeah,
Like is what I was thinking.
I
Like with
totally
her bright
remember
blonde
that.
hair and the color. I loved it.
Having her
Yeah.
hair up.
Yeah, I'll support her endlessly. I was like
Oh,
I got on the Ted Lasso train late and like just binge watched it all, and I'm severely sad that it's over. But I just love her. Like I became a super fan almost instantly. Yeah.
I want to be her best friend because I think
I
You are her best friend.
I think we'd really hit it off with her if we could get her on an episode.
I like to
I
be on
think
the
it'd be fun.
podcast.
Yeah. Hannah Waddingham, if you're watching this, um,
Um,
leave a comment.
Comment.
Yeah,
Hit us up on the email.
please.
wow. Anything else anyone wants to add to round out our Emmys?
I think the only thing I'll say is I was a bigger fan of these looks, I think, than our Golden Globes
Yeah.
one. I really liked this, and I feel very excited for the Oscars. I
Yeah,
think those are going to be good looks.
I
And
think
excited. Yes, and the Grammys. I forgot about the Grammys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah.
think this award season, like as you said, Ali, colors coming back. And I just think we've started to see people really play with like a lot of textures and a lot of fabrics. And obviously sometimes it's not working, other times it is stunning. But I do think that we're going to continue to see like these fun new styles of dresses. And I'm really excited to see what the designers come up with next because they've been killing it, especially for the Emmys. I think the Emmys was a big
Yes.
step up from the Golden Globes, and I really liked what everyone had to pull out.
The Emmys was the step up in terms of like just the jokes, the
Jokes,
host,
the
the
awards.
host. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
even better.
he did
Yeah.
such a good job. That was in our
Yes.
notes, but he
Yeah,
did
we got to
such a
give our
good
flowers.
job as far as we know. Like it was entertaining. He was really sweet. It was funny. Like
Yeah, there was nothing too problematic at all. Like nothing controversial.
yeah.
The one part that I meant to mention earlier was I couldn't tell if Jennifer Coolidge getting like taken off the stage was a joke or not. Like that part was confusing me. But
Yeah.
other than that,
He's so silly.
yeah.
He's so silly.
Other than that, I think it was a pretty seamless episode. It did, or like, addition
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
Emmys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think coming
Um,
off the Golden Globes, that was a great way to bring us back into the awards that
yes. Yeah.
got us back in.
Yeah, now we just wait for the Grammys and the Oscars, anxiously
Yeah.
waiting for whatever Margot wears to the Oscars.
Barbie.
Barbie,
Barbie.
Barbie.
Barbie. Well, with that, Barbies, I guess we'll just say see y'all for the Oscars then. We'll have to do another round of this.
I'm so down.
I'm in.
I'm there.
Let's
I'm
do
here.
I'm here.
it. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. This was such a fun episode, and check out our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, sneak peekers.
Bye.
Bye.